Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about another gun build. We're actually going to talk about one of my favorite gun builds in the whole game right now, the AKM, the AKMN. All of these 7.62 series AKs, they absolutely destroy enemies with the 7.62 BP. And I'm going to talk about the meta, so to speak, recoil build here, the one I've been using a ton lately. So let's get into it. All right, first thing I want you guys to do is go ahead and pick up your AKMN over from Prapper or the flea market, wherever you purchase your guns from. Go ahead and pick one of those up, and then we'll start modifying it. After you've picked up your AKMN, the next thing you're going to want to do is hop on over to the edit preset screen. We're going to go ahead and build this and save it, so you only have to do this one time and you'll have it forever. Okay, so we're going to start with the pistol grip, and then we're going to work our way around counterclockwise just like we did last time. The first thing I want you to know is that you can technically use any pistol grip that you want because none of them affect recoil in any way, but if you want the maximum ergonomic benefit, you want to go with the RK3 pistol grip. But if you want to save a little money, like I said, you can use any of them. It really doesn't affect the recoil. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to switch the stock and we're going to throw in the Zukov S4 AK. This is the meta best in slot stock. You can't go better than this. You can get these really cheap from Peacekeeper level 4, I believe it is, but if you do have to buy them off the flea market, they're going to be a lot more expensive because they are best in slot. But go ahead and throw in the Zukov S for the AK. Next, if you guys want that +1 ergonomic benefit, you can throw in the Zenit RP1 charge handle. That is optional, but again, maximum ergonomics, you include this RP1. Then we need to switch out the dust cover to the PDC, the Fab Defense PDC. It's going to give us a big ergonomics boost, but it doesn't affect recoil at all. So if you want to do something like keep the original dust cover on and then throw like a Cobra sight or, you know, one of these like rails where you can just stick a sight on top of it, you can do that. You're not going to lose any recoil benefits that way, but meta is meta and that's what we're going for. So the PDC dust cover must go on. Sight wise, I'm always down to let you guys pick whatever sight you want. The PK06 is my all-time favorite. If you want a bonus recoil reduction, you can use something like the Cobra reflex sight, or of course the EOTech HHS1 sight as well, but it's all preference based and I just want you guys to use what you want to use. But for me, I'm going to throw in the PK06. That is my preferred go-to sight. Next, we need to throw on the best in slot handguard, and that's going to be the VLTOR CMRD. I know that's a mouthful. Key mod handguard for the AK. Again, this is best in slot. It does offer a good and the best recoil reduction that you can get from the handguard. Loud and Proud is the name of the game for this meta recoil build, so what we're going to do is throw on the Lantac Dragon muzzle brake for 7.62 AK. As far as tactical attachments go, I'll leave that up to you guys. You know, that's all preference based. I do like to include a Surefire XC1 flashlight right under the gun. It's not too bright of a flashlight and it just gets the job done for me, helps blind the enemy and helps me see. So I like to include those on there. And here at the foregrip, we're going to include the all important RK2. Now, of course, this is the meta grip. Now, as I've talked about before, there are other parts that you can put in here that are going to do almost as good of a job or better of a job in some cases, but it won't offer the maximum recoil reduction if that's what you're looking for. As always, some of the other great foregrips are the Zenit RK1. You lose only 1% recoil compared to the RK2, but you gain a ton of ergonomics. If you want more ergonomics than that, you can do the Fortis Shift tactical grip. Lots of options here, but the meta recoil option is the RK2. Real quick, guys, if y'all aren't enjoying this video, please do me a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It greatly helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. Also, if you guys want more in-depth help or want to ask any questions directly, come on over to twitch.tv/finestxi. We're super new player friendly. I'll answer any questions you guys have. Please feel free to come on by anytime. The very last thing we need to switch out is the magazine. Now, this is ergonomics based. I myself like to include a 50-round drum mag to make sure that I have enough ammo to take down multiples if there are multiple enemies in front of me. You are going to take a bigger ergonomics hit with this drum mag, but it's never really been a problem for me. So whether you want to use a 50-round drum mag or some of the Palm US AK 30-round mags for ergonomics, or really anything in between, it's completely up to you. It is all ergonomics based. At this point, that is the build. That is the meta 7.62 AK build. This thing is an absolute monster. Like I said, I think the 7.62 ammo is currently some of the best in the game. If you use this gun with some good ammo, you're gonna absolutely destroy anything that you actually hit. And to top it all off too, it's actually not that expensive when you have traders unlocked. So like 142,000 rubles to get this built after buying the gun from Prapper, like that's really not bad. There's a lot more expensive weaponry out there, and you could definitely spend a lot more money for not as good of a gun. The next thing I'm going to do in this video is show you guys a couple of clips of me using these 7.62 AKs. I also want to talk about one very important thing before I forget. I definitely recommend you use 7.62 BP ammo. It's the best in slot. It's the highest pen, highest damage ammo for the 7.62. It is the one that will go through any chads you come across. If for some reason you do want to build this gun but use cheaper ammo, you can always use 7.62 PS rounds. They're not as good, but still a great ammo, and it is actually one of the ammos I recommend as the best to use early game, like early wipe. The PS ammo that you instantly get access to is the strongest of the initial ammos, besides the Mosin bullets and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, I've been using this gun a lot lately, and the 7.62 BP, and it's just never letting me down. I do find sometimes that like 5.56 rifles, if I'm not using the expensive M995, those tend to let me down. I've had MP7s feel weird at times. I've had AS Vals feel weird at times, and those are all the, you know, those are all meta guns. Like over the ages, those are hailed as some of the best guns you can use. So, and I can honestly say that I've never had the AKMNs feel bad on me. They always work as intended, and that's my favorite thing about it, is that I can just always rely on them, and that confidence boost that you get from knowing you're using a gun that is gonna work and kill the enemy, it's just unparalleled. Like, you cannot go wrong with it. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I really do hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you out. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are using the AKMN and how you feel about it. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to stop by the stream at twitch.tv/finestxi. Anyway guys, thanks again for checking out another one, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.